I have been asked by my client to stall as long as possible so ladies can speak slowly. Yes, have some water. Do you need water? We will let Coach Versa start with an opening statement. And before we do that, though, I'd like to say congratulations, ladies. Thank you.
This obviously was a huge test for our team. DePaul is a very, very good basketball team, very difficult to defend. And they do a trapping defense, which we haven't had obviously a lot of work on, and I thought our players handled it well. But for us to obviously win a championship this early with a group that's so young and has really fought hard, obviously I'm very, very proud of this group of young ladies, and it's just hopefully a start to where we can continue to go in the future.
Brittany, when you get to the free throw line, it always helps when you hit them. And you guys most certainly did that today and only shot 25% in the second half, didn't make a comeback. I guess that's sort of a tribute to your ability to get to the line and hit them.
Definitely. You know, in a tight game, free throws is what it comes down to. And I know that we practiced it a lot. We knew that they were going to be a good team and it would come down to the end. And you know, that's what happened, and we prepared for it.
Do you guys feel like you offensively found lanes to be able to drive to the basket that led to some of the trips to the free throw line?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, we calmed down and started running our offenses and finding what we had originally wanted to find. You know, get things going, and like we said last time, you know, you got to get the defense flowing and get offense.
Sharon, just what did you see as the change in intensity defensively there when they had 9 or whatever when they were stuck on 44 there for a while? When you took the lead, would you just really pick it up on them?
Yeah, and I think that's what our team has continued to show. It's kind of around that 7-8 minute mark or 10-minute mark in the second half. Our defense just kind of explodes and just pressures, you know, like that a little bit earlier, so not stress. But I really thought that they just stepped it up defensively. And I think when we, you know, if you're battling and you get a tie game or you go ahead, just the energy changes. And I really felt Dee Dee Williams came in and did an unbelievable job on the defensive end, shutting down their guards besides our guards. But we struggled a little bit early on defending their point guard, and you know, she played some great minutes at the point. And I thought that also helped the group.
Sure, I guess probably has the green light. If she did before, she got that.
No, her and Brittany have always had the green light. They understand the game. They're very unselfish players. But I think now Dre just really understands, you know, if she's open, when she's comfortable and you're ready to shoot the three, you shoot the three. She can take it off the dribble, and obviously she can score down low. So I think she's just feeling really comfortable in the system now.
Brittany, were those three corners that you get pretty
Huge. You could just tell on the other team's face. I mean, it drained them. I mean, you're playing hard defense, you know, it gets down the shot clock, she nails a three, that's devastating. And I think that's what got our defense going too. I mean, you hit a couple big shots like she did, and it really gets us going well.
During the one there from the right wing, sort of came when the offense was bogged out a little bit. Did you feel like it was an instant where you just really needed to get something going offensively?
I really just didn't really think about it much, just kind of let it go, and I just was comfortable. I know that my coaches and my teammates have faith that I can knock that shot down, so I didn't second guess it.
You've been shooting those and making them previously in your career, was that something you really tried to work on a lot? I don't know if this one this year.
Definitely. Just trying to be as versatile as I can for my team.
Dre, what's it mean to get this? I mean, Coach talked about a little bit, you know, this early in the year, especially with the way the absence was, to get the championship, you know, and start as well as this started.
It's definitely a good first step in our marathon, as Coach V always says, but this is a great energy booster for us to just continue to fight and practice and just dig deep to continue our journey.
Sharon, what does it say about this team? In 2 of these games, you did have to come back from pretty decent deficits against pretty good teams. We were able to sort of let go and play all the time.
I think it's showing our fight, the will to win. We talk about the will. The will is hard to stop, and I think you know, every single player that came in did their job even better in the second half. But that's the biggest thing, is we have some fighters, and it's nice to see, and they don't, you know, they don't want to be on the other end too often this year.
Courtney, what was that little trap they were doing like to face that, and did you feel like you were able to break it down enough to get some looks for yourselves?
Their trap was definitely crazy. Felt like everywhere you're on the floor, they had somebody there. But the coaches got us really well prepared for it. A couple practices, and all my teammates just found the open lane to get to, and it was easy to just pass to them, and we just broke it.
Yeah, 21 turnovers, but did you feel like, for the most part, we were able to limit the real costly ones and limit the damage?
Well, I thought in the second half, we did not allow a transition basket. First half, it was like this. Second half, that was a big thing. It's a transition defense, and I thought that allowed us some very good things. And then I thought, the second half, Courtney played a very good offensive game. She's our best ball handler, and I just told her to dribble all over. Didn't matter where, just keep dribbling, dribble all over until we get to the half court, and then start seeing the spaces on the wings. And she did a great job, with Dre flashing up. But you got to have a great ball handler that can do that, and she handled that, having her first test exceptionally well.
Courtney, just what do you think it means to get a championship here early on in the season, and how much maybe confidence it gives you guys?
I think it gives us confidence for what we did over the summer. We're seeing it's paying off, and whenever you win a championship, it just brings everybody that much more closer together. So it's definitely a good way to start off the season.
Brittany, for you individually, obviously it was a great start for you as well.
It's all about the team. We had a great team performance tonight, and I think that we really came together as a team in the second half, and were able to shut them down defensively and bring it back together on the offense. And I think that everybody's, like Coach said, we had a winning mentality, and it's all about the teammates around us that make everybody better.
Is there kind of an art to taking charges? Because you seem like you get that one. I'm not sure it is a charge. Maybe it is. I mean, they're telling me it, so I guess it is. But just in your mentality, where you just...
It's all about timing, I think. Just for me, if you're there, you're there. If you're not, you're not. And sometimes I don't get the calls. So I think it just depends on, who you're playing and matchups and stuff.
And that can really obviously spark the team when you have some big charges right there.
Definitely, Brittany had taken a big charge and kind of gave everybody a chance to just go, which is always nice. So, yeah, definitely big for us.
Sure, what did you think of the bench play tonight? I guess the first 3 games is, offensively maybe giving you a little bit more. What do you think tonight for it still win when you maybe didn't get at least the points tonight?
Well, we proved that it doesn't matter if we score, our defense still is the key, in which I like, because that proves to our players that, defense wins championships. But, the biggest thing is that we did not attack the first half. And we did. They didn't call fouls, which they shouldn't, because we kept shooting right into their hands, and they're a big team. We're like 6'2", 6'3", 6'4". We haven't gone against that type of size with 3 players. But I thought our mentality in the second half is we attacked, and we didn't knock down shots, but we had free throws. I'll take 32 for 37 any day and shoot 25%. So, but every player, they played defense, they played offense. We're still playing 8, 9, 10, 11 deep. Everybody's playing. Some may get 10 minutes, some may get 22, but that's the reason we are doing well, is that we have other players that can step in against different opponents and play well. And other opponents, maybe they see a little bit fewer moments, but right now it's about the team, and everybody's just excited.
Sharon, you mentioned the play of Dee Dee, just on a day-to-day basis, just how good is she defensively?
Ask them.
Gray, I see your expression.
Fortunately for me, Dee Dee doesn't play post, so it's a little bit easier, but our guard, she makes them better every day. She's just tenacious, long arm, just accurate. For a second, you think maybe you beat her, and she's right there. Just absolutely frustrating on defense, which is great.
Same question to you, Brittany.
She's awesome. Her arms are so long. I don't think I've ever played against somebody as quick as her with the arm span that she does. It is tough, and she makes me better every day in practice. She has that ability, and I think what makes her great is Coach talked about this a couple weeks ago, how she doesn't just want to be known as a defensive player. I think that she's stepping up and looking for a shot more, and I think that's going to make this team that much better.
Anything else? Any other questions? Mike?
He's not.
Congratulations. Oh, he did? Okay, all right.